In 1864, the American Civil War came to an end. A reporter named Marvell interviewed Lincoln. He asked Lincoln, "As far as I know, the two previous presidents had both considered abolishing slavery and the Emancipation Proclamation had already been drafted. However, they never picked up the pen to sign it. Did they perhaps intend to leave this great cause for you to achieve fame?" Lincoln replied, "If they had known that all it took was a little courage to pick up the pen, I think they would have been very regretful." Marvell did not understand the meaning of Lincoln's words. It was not until 1914, 50 years after Lincoln's death, that Marvell found the answer in a letter Lincoln had written to a friend. In the letter, Lincoln talked about his childhood memories. He wrote, "My father had a farm, which had many stones on it. That was precisely why my father was able to buy it at a low price. My mother suggested removing the stones, but my father said that if they could be removed, the seller wouldn't have sold it to us at such a low price. He said the stones were like little hilltops, all connected to the rocks of the big mountain. One year, my father went to town to buy a horse, and my mother took us to work on the farm. My mother said, 'Let's remove these troublesome things, shall we?' So we began to dig up those stones. In no time, we had cleared them away. Because they were not the hilltops my father had imagined, but isolated stones. As long as we dug down a foot, we could move them." Lincoln concluded the letter by saying, "There are many things we do not do simply because we think they are impossible. In reality, many impossibilities only exist in people's imaginations." When Marvell read this letter, he was already 76 years old. In that same year, he made up his mind to learn a foreign language. It is said that in 1922, at the age of 84, when he interviewed Sun Yat-sen in Guangzhou, he was able to converse with Sun Yat-sen in fluent Chinese. This story teaches us that many difficulties are imagined in our minds. Although nothing can go perfectly smoothly, if you feel you should do it, you must do it. There may still be a chance of success. For example, the emancipation of slaves. There are many things we do not do simply because we think they are impossible. In reality, many impossibilities only exist in people's imaginations, and they are not unachievable.